Hey there, welcome to Top Spot channel. Today I will share with good news about Samsung Galaxy Note 10, so let's check it out. Gorgeous Galaxy Note 10 Plus. A 6.8-inch phone that kills the headphone jack. You can also use the stylus to control the Note 10 with gestures. Take one look at the Galaxy Note 10 Plus, and it's clear that Samsung is attempting something different this year. First, there's not just one Note 10, but two. The 6.3-inch Galaxy Note 10, starting at $949, £899 or AU $1,499, and the 6.8-inch Note 10 Plus, which starts at $1,099, £999 or AU $1,699. See how to pre-order a Note 10 here. The phones turn color up a notch with a brilliant prismatic backing on two of its color options, shining back the rainbow. And, you might want to brace yourself, Samsung has killed off the headphone jack in both Note 10 phones. The Galaxy Note 10 and Note 10 Plus changes don't stop there. There are 4 rear cameras in the larger Note 10 Plus, and no microSD card slot in the smaller Note 10. The S Pen gains gesture controls that let you swipe through screens from afar. There's a larger battery and more RAM in the Note 10 Plus versus the Note 10, and wireless charging gets a tad faster for both phones. See full specs at the end. Samsung has also made a 5G version of the Galaxy Note 10 Plus that's identical in every way, apart from the modem inside, that gives it access to the fastest data speeds. They all share the same Qualcomm Snapdragon 855 chipset inside. This Note 10 Plus 5G variant will sell with Verizon before branching out to T-Mobile, AT&T and Sprint. The Note 10 Plus 5G costs $1,299, £1,099 or AU $1,999, the same price as the Galaxy S10 5G. Of all the Note 10 changes, two stand out the most. Samsung saying goodbye to the headphone jack is a big deal because the brand was the last major bastion of the 3.5mm port. Letting that go signals a probable shift for future Galaxy phones. You'll get a pair of free USB-C headphones in the box, but an adapter dongle for your existing headphones will cost you $10 from Samsung. I quickly tested 4 dongles from rival makers, including Google and Apple, and they all worked on the Note 10. Just as interesting as Samsung splitting the Note 10 family into 2 sizes. The company says it's doing this to make a cheaper, smaller phone for people who want a Note, but not an enormous device. The strategy also gives Samsung a chance to sell the Note at 2 different prices, somewhat curbing an upward trend toward more expensive phones. With phone sales slowing, Samsung may be trying to hit more people's sweet spot. Essentially making the Note 10 the Note Lite is a new role for the phone, which, ever since the very first Galaxy Note, has represented the most powerful feature-stacked device Samsung makes in a year. That's no longer the case. Now, the smaller Note 10 competes with the Galaxy S10 Plus, and the S10 5G is very close to the Note 10 Plus 5G. The foldable Galaxy Fold is another story altogether, but one that also threatens to eclipse the Note 10, with an even larger screen and more whiz-bang design. Keep reading for all the Galaxy Note 10 pre-order details, specs, camera tools and new S Pen features. How to pre-order and buy the Galaxy Note 10 and Note 10 Plus. The Galaxy Note 10 and Note 10 Plus go on pre-order August 8 at 12 a.m. Eastern Time and go on sale August 23. In the US, you can buy both phones in Aura White, Aura Black and Aura Glow, the iridescent color above. We also saw the Note 10 in Aura Pink in the UK, and Aura Red will be available in some countries. Additionally, the Note 10 Plus will sell in Aura Blue, which also has the prismatic back, but only for US customers buying it from Samsung.com and Best Buy. If you buy either Note 10 through Samsung.com and some carriers, you'll get a credit that you can apply to devices or accessories that aren't up. No Note 10 headphone jack. It's time to embrace dongle life. In a move that risks alienating some fans, Samsung has removed the headphone jack from both Note 10 phones. The cold, hard truth is that most phones already ditch the 3.5mm headphone jack, relying on the USB-C port to plug in wired headphones. Samsung was the final major holdout. Why remove the jack? Samsung claims the decision was to free up space in the phone for more battery capacity, and said that around 70% of Galaxy S and Note owners weren't using it anyway, as people shift toward wireless earbuds. With the headphone jack gone, those of you who feel attached to wired headphones will need to either buy a dongle adapter or use the pair of USB-C headphones that comes in the box. Samsung doesn't supply you with a dongle, but will happily sell you one for $10. You could also decide to make the switch to wireless headphones, including Samsung's Galaxy Buds. Galaxy Note 10 versus Note 10 Plus. What's the difference? Although the design builds off last year's Galaxy Note 9, I was impressed with the way the Note 10 and 10 Plus looked and felt. Leave it to Samsung to make a pretty phone, and one with eye-catching colors, I mean the Aura Glow and Aura Blue, of course. The hole punch selfie camera moves to the center of the Note 10 screen, a big improvement over the Galaxy S10 phones, where the lens is all the way to the right. Samsung has also shifted the button configuration. The Bixby button is gone. Or rather, it's become one with the power lock button on the left spine, below the volume keys. Press once to lock and unlock the screen, press twice to launch the camera, or any app. You can program this in the settings, and press and hold to trigger Bixby voice. The Note 10 phones use the same in-screen fingerprint reader we saw in the Galaxy S10 and S10 Plus. The phones and S Pen felt good in my hand during my short time with the phones, and although the Note 10 Plus is massive, I never thought during my briefing that it was too unwieldy. We'll see if that's still true after spending more time testing it. There are more similarities than differences between these two phones, but Samsung wanted to make sure that the larger Note 10 Plus has the edge on features. We compare the specs at the end, but here are the main distinctions that make the Note 10 Plus a little extra premium. Screen size: 6.3-inch versus 6.8-inch. Device size and weight: the Note 10 Plus is significantly larger and heavier. Arkansas camera: the Note 10 Plus adds a fourth camera for Arkansas video and drawing. Battery capacity: 3,500 mAh versus 4,300 mAh. Storage: 256 GB for Note 10, 256 or 512 GB for Plus. RAM: 8 GB versus 12 GB. microSD card slot: not on the Note 10, but it is on the Note 10 Plus. No microSD card slot on the Note 10. Samsung also got rid of the microSD card slot for the Note 10 only. The Plus will still accept whatever card you throw at it. Again, the reason for the change seems to be a space-saving mission that also helps keep the smaller Note 10 lighter and thinner. That said, it seems likely that Samsung also wanted to give the Note 10 Plus one more way to be different. Note 10 Plus cameras do night mode, portrait video, Arkansas doodling. The Note 10 and Note 10 Plus cameras don't vary much from the Galaxy S10 Plus and S10 5G phones that Samsung released earlier this year. On both phones you get 12-megapixel dual aperture lens, 16-megapixel wide-angle lens, 12-megapixel telephoto lens, 10-megapixel front-facing camera. As on the Galaxy S10 phones, you'll be able to switch among the rear lenses. Notably, Samsung removed the second front-facing camera from the Note 10 phones, citing better software for taking portrait selfies. The Galaxy Note 10 Plus adds a fourth 3D depth sensing camera on. I've been less than impressed with portrait video on the Galaxy S10 5G, which also has a 3D camera on the back. When people move, the video has a tendency to blur hair, legs, hands and other appendages around the edges. Samsung says it's been improving the quality of portrait video, and my test videos were certainly better on the Note 10 Plus. I'm looking forward to trying that out more. Arkansas Doodle is the other main use for this fourth camera. With the stylus, you can draw all over a photo or video of a person or thing, annotating with words, arrows, starry sunglasses, capes, you name it. If you shoot video of a person, Arkansas Doodle will track their movements, so the bowler hat you just drew on your friend moves along with them. That's a fun bonus. Another nice thing about Arkansas Doodle is that you can save the file as a JPEG or movie file and share it on any major platform, not only with other Note 10 users. Video tools will get better for everyone new to the Galaxy Note phones as a native video editor that you can use to put together a polished video with combined clips, transitions, a musical track and trimmed edges. The S Pen's point is a much more precise instrument for scrubbing than your fingertip. This new video editor works with a version of Adobe Premiere Rush that's been optimized for Galaxy phones, and you can export to social platforms. This already seems like a win. Samsung also has a new video feature called Zoom In Mic, which uses multiple mics to target audio in the frame as you record. That is, it'll use the mics on the front to record voices in front of you, which should make voices clearer. As you zoom in closer to a subject, say a speaker or a musician, the audio will get louder, a bit like a boom mic. Samsung also says it's improving the smoothness of its super steady video mode that we saw on the Galaxy S10 phones. The mode also now applies to hyperlapse mode. Gesture control is the big new S Pen trick. The S Pen stylus gets a few bonus features in the Galaxy Note 10 and 10 Plus. Last year's Note 9 introduced Bluetooth capability in the stylus, so you can take a photo remotely with a click of the S Pen button. It also has a battery that recharges when you slide the stylus back into the phone. This time around, the S Pen adds to that Bluetooth power with a new set of gesture control tricks. While holding the button, you can flick left, right, up and down to do things like switch from the main to rear camera, advance musical tracks on Spotify or switch slides in a PowerPoint presentation you launch from your phone. You can also use some more advanced gestures, like a circular arc, to make the camera zoom in or out. It's better to think of this as a remote control. There's really no reason you'd need to use gesture controls when the phone's in your hand, but if you've got it set up on a tripod to take a group shot, it could be handy. I'm on the fence about gesture control in general. It's often a gimmicky solution in search of a problem I rarely have, but I can see some actual utility here for some specific instances. It did take a while to get the hang of some of the more advanced gestures, but practice likely makes perfect. Handwriting to text is cool, too. Another interesting S Pen enhancement makes it easier to convert handwriting in a note into text by simply tapping the area and pressing an on-screen button. You can also export it to a Microsoft Word doc and easily share. If you're the type of person who needs a break from typing to write, that would be one way to get your thoughts down. Hand off to your Windows 10 laptop with link to Windows exporting to Word is just one tie-in the Note 10 has with Microsoft. I'm excited about another, link to Windows. When you toggle it on from the Quick Access menu, you'll be able to sync the Note 10 to your Windows 10 desktop. You'll be able to see your Samsung messages, notifications and recent photos, and mirror your screen. Wireless charging, gaming, Samsung DeX minor improvements. The Note 10 phones will work with a 45-watt wired charger. 30 minutes of charge lasts all day. Wireless charging gets slightly faster, too. The AI-based Game Booster app pulls up from the bottom and runs in the background as you play. Galaxy Link is a PC app that creates a... Thanks for watching. If you like this videos, then hit the bell icon and subscribe my channel for more updates. Stay tuned and peace.